my name is Mariah and welcome to my channel. I am so excited. We're going to be trying out the Lipsense lipsticks. So this little guy right here. Now the claims are that this guy will last you up to 18 hours of smudge proof, smear proof, really locked in lipstick. I've got the color blue red, and before we get started, let's just run over the price point on this item. So first off, they do recommend that you get all three of these items right here if you're going to be using this product. We have the Lipsense Moisturizing Gloss, the Oops Remover, and then the actual color itself. And it all added up for me to be around $55, which is pretty steep price. Even if you're just getting the lip product itself, it's still fairly expensive and more expensive than, say, my Jeffree Star lipsticks or my Tarte lipsticks and other pretty good priced items that I thought were kind of expensive for lipstick. This is more. So we're gonna see if it's worth that price and if it's worth to go out and get it. I would leave a link in the description, but unfortunately you do have to contact an individual seller in order to get these items. It's really hard just to go on the site and get them, and they're not sold at Sephora or Ulta. So that's another thing to be thinking about when you get these. So let's go ahead and do the application. It's not like your normal lipstick where you can just kind of swipe over the same spot a couple times. You want to make sure you're getting one swipe and covering as much area as possible with a very thin layer. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply. As you can tell, and here are my first pros and cons. All right, so first pro is that it is on my lips for sure. I've been rubbing my finger on there. There's nothing coming off. So definitely a pro with that. I do love the look of the glossy finish with it still being on my lips and not going to be coming off. Thoughts on the gloss real quick. It is very thick. So you might not like it if you don't like thick gloss, but it's not sticky, so it doesn't feel like my lips are sticking together at all, and that's usually my big issue with lip glosses. So overall, I'd say this is okay. As for the product itself, it does have a learning curve to it. I did feel like a few times I was not getting the smoothest line, or that I was venturing a little too far out of my lip line. I kept feeling like I was gonna make a mistake and have to take everything off and then put it all back on, and it's not the simplest two-step process. So I was really, really careful when applying it, but I still feel like I got a little outside of my lip line in a few places. But overall, it looks good. It looks like it's gonna stay. And I love the color. I love it. So we'll see how it lasts throughout the day. I got a few things going on this afternoon, so we'll see how it holds up. I'll come and check in a bit. Bye. Hey guys, we're about 3 hours in, so I'm just doing a quick check-in. I've been wearing this, like I said, for 3 hours now. Everything's looking pretty good. I did have to reapply the gloss. When you wear the gloss and it fades off, your lips get kind of sticky with the Your lips start to feel kind of sticky when it just has the color product on, so you do want to keep relayering the gloss, which is fine, but it also tastes bad when the gloss wears off, which I'm not a huge fan of. But other than that, everything's looking good, and we will check in a little bit. All right, just a quick check-in. We're at hour 5. So far we've withstood eating some potato chips. We've handled drinking out of a straw and kissing my husband, and everything's still looking good. I'm actually out right now to see my friends to eat dinner, so we'll check in after that and see how it holds up. Bye. All right, so it's the end of the day. I've had this on for about 9 hours now, and it's gone through every test imaginable. It's been through the kiss test and the drink test and the eating test. I've had chips and everything, so it's gone through the whole 9 yards. So you can see there's definitely some chipping away at the inner edges of the mouth, which is fine, and that's normal. That's where it's going to get the most wear and tear. So I guess the final thing to test is going to be the removal process, and then we'll go through a final pros and cons on this item. So for removal, we're using this guy right here, the Oops Remover. This is supposed to be the only thing that can get your lipstick off. Just to test, we can use a little makeup wipe real quick. All right, so I've just got a regular makeup wipe here. And it really doesn't take much off at all. There's not much coming off. So you really do probably want to use this if you are going to get the item. And this, I believe, is just an oil. So let's oil it up. So that was not as bad of a process of removal as I thought it was going to be. It actually came off pretty easy. It only took a few minutes and a few applications of the removal oil. And as you can tell, my lips are pretty much clean now. They do feel pretty dry and tired and worn out. I definitely wouldn't wear this product 2 days in a row. So let's go ahead and run through a few pros and cons. The first pro that comes to mind is it does do what it says it does, and it does stay on. It's not going to transfer, it stays on your lips. I didn't notice any real bunching off, except at the end of the day on the waterline of the lip, it did start to just fade a little bit out. Another pro would be that they do have a lot of fun colors. You can do a lot of mixing and matching, and overall, I'd say it's a decent product. Some cons is that it is slightly drying. Something I didn't mention at the beginning is when you do put it on, it stings your lips, and that kind of is scary at first, so that's something to keep in mind. And it is alcohol based, so it is going to dry out your lips. Also, the price point of $55 is a bit steep if you're going to need all 3 items, and I do recommend using all 3. So overall, is it worth it? I'll leave that to you. For me, I'd say maybe since I have the other stuff, if I had a color I wanted to wear all day long again, maybe I'd repurchase just the lip color. So overall, it's just kind of an average product to me. It's nothing that's blowing my mind, other than I was able to eat and drink and kiss my husband, and it didn't go anywhere. So if that's what you're looking for, I think you should go ahead and buy it. But other than that, I think you might as well just go for any other liquid lipstick. All right, and that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed. Give it a like, a comment, and share with your friends if it's something you think they'd find interesting. And I will see you all on our next video. Bye!